I thought I said I would go to rehab. But I was just bullshitting, man.
What's good, RIZZLE fam? Bobby Shmurda had a lot of allegations thrown his way in the last couple of weeks. Ever since this one guy left a comment on his social media, the world started wondering about Bobby's real sexual orientation. But Bobby's not here for it and is finally clapping back for allegedly getting exposed for being on the DL. Believe it or not, there's a rumor out there on the internet which had a lot of people shaking their heads. See, one of the most dangerous and savage rappers out there, Bobby Shmurda, might not be who we think he is. Bobby Shmurda's been a trended topic in the hip-hop world ever since he got out of prison last year, and not for the best of reasons. Many people believe he just hasn't been the same Bobby since he got out the box. Some say he fell off musically. Others think his whole personality changed. But now, the idea that he's not the same person reached a whole new level. Since Bobby posted this one video on his Instagram account, things just ain't been the same with him. The video shows Bobby in bed with what seems to be two girls after a party. However, if you take a good look at the girl whose face is covered with sheets, it's not so obvious that it's a girl. Matter of fact, it kind of looks like a guy. Many people believe that Bobby spent that night in between the sheets with a dude. Just take a look at some of these comments, man. Not the same person. Blind men can see that. It's okay, we've been suspecting Bobby like boy candy. Oh my God, y'all must be blind. Y'all don't see that whole tapered hairline? The edges area? Only dudes or studs get that. That's a whole man. It's obvious. It's not even that the forehead is big, fam. It's the bone structure of a man's head. Undeniable. And to be completely honest, the video does make you think twice. The person to the right of Bobby does look a little sus. Perhaps it's just because of light. Perhaps it's something more. But since the video has been released, a guy named Xavier Raza shared the same video that Bobby did on his Instagram and added the caption, "I'm mad shy, but Bobby loves me," hinting that he was the one covered in the sheets. Some thought that it was a joke, and others thought it was for real. Either way, Bobby got called out because of the video, and people from the hip-hop community noticed what was going on too, not just fans on social media who like to gossip. One of the guys who's notoriously famous because of the fact that there's no news that could ever pass him by is Wack 100. It's a well-known fact that Wack is one of the people who had mixed views on Bobby Shmurda pre and post trial. He was on the Clubhouse with a bunch of people, and he said this.
"What girl? I see a man to the left."
Wack continued on about the fact that something like this shouldn't come as too big of a surprise. New York, LA, and a bunch of other big cities have been seeing stuff like this for a long time now. He thinks that just how the culture of these big places are, you know? One of the girls who was in the call with Wack and the others claimed that she's been in Bobby's presence in the past and that he's been giving out some homosexual vibes. But everybody knows that a bunch of weird people hop on Clubhouse and say cap all the time. We gotta take the whole Clubhouse thing with a huge grain of salt, since there have been way too many things on Clubhouse that turned up to be completely false. Regardless, Wack 100 wasn't the only one who gave out his opinion on Bobby and his latest IG video. Another guy who saw what was going on was Charleston White. It seemed like old Charleston had noticed Bobby's behavior a long time ago. In a recent interview he did, he mentioned how Bobby is walking differently, and he's in general acting like a different person. He said,
"Bobby Shmurda run around shaking his ass. He got an arch in his back that he can't get rid of. Say the nigga got some feminine sex appeal now. He ain't the same Bobby Shmurda that was jumping on the table in front of them white boys with the hot boys shooting the gun. Say that nigga got his foot twitched to the side like them girls take the picture."
If you ask Charleston White, Bobby was the weak link during this time in prison. He ain't been the same old tough guy ever since he got out. Charleston firmly believes that Bobby is no longer straight, and he shows it in everything that he does. Charleston even noticed that Bobby's music and music videos changed too. He's got a point with that one. Bobby didn't drop a lot of music since he got out of the joint, but the tracks that he did are no longer hardcore gangster rap. It's mostly dance tracks. Never in my life I would imagine 2014 Bobby Shmurda to release something like this. This man came out of prison knowing exactly what he wanted to do, and that's having the most fun. Can't even be mad at his energy. Bobby didn't just let all the comments on the internet about him go unanswered. In fact, he sent a strong message for being called a DL dude. He talked about it on several occasions. He first left a comment on all the haters out there on his Instagram saying, "That's why y'all still broke after all these years. You spend your time on bullshit and cat to make y'all feel better. Tap into reality. Go get you some shmoney." He had another Instagram post about it too. Even though he deleted the post since then, he also had something to say about the girl who was with him in bed that night. Bobby said this: "All pretty girls got big foreheads. Now, since motherfuckers hating, all the real dudes go follow one of my little babies." One of the guys who had Bobby Shmurda in his scope since day one is DJ Ack. The two of them hopped on a call and Bobby talked with him about recent allegations of him being DL. Bobby obviously denied the story being true, but he also had a little something to add about the whole story. Seems like there's something going on behind the scenes, and Bobby spilled the beans with his Ack talk. He said,
"Yo, bro, listen, every time before I drop or anytime I'm going on tour or some shit, they start some shit. They gotta start rumors to try to keep my shit distracted. They gotta try to distract my shit. All means necessary.
Yo,
stop talking shit. Go get some pussy. Go get some money."
In case you ain't know, Bobby is talking about the music industry that isn't happy with Bobby being a free artist. He thinks that this is a way of them getting back at him by throwing dirt on his name and undermining his performance as an artist. See, it's no secret that ever since Bobby was released from Epic Records last year, he had nothing but bad things to say about the label. In one of his Instagram stories last year, he posted this: "I ain't been in charge of my music since I was 19 years old, and I just turned 27, and honestly, I don't know when dropping. So don't ask me Go ask them motherfuckers since they want to control everything." According to Bobby, the labels don't want to see him shine and prosper as an independent artist. And that is the reason why rumors such as these keep popping up all the time. All they care about is controlling the artist, as well as his cash flow. And since they don't have a grasp on him anymore, they want to see him in the gutter. In the end, the guy who said it was him in the bed with Bobby did come out clean and apologize to Bobby Shmurda, as well as all of his fans. He had no idea that his comment would go so far, and that it would start a whole wave of rumors. Now he regrets ever leaving that comment on Shmurda's IG. This is what Xavier wrote: "I owe everybody an explanation, but most importantly, I owe an apology to Bobby Shmurda and his fans. I'm sorry for everything that's going on and confusion I've caused to anyone this past weekend. That was not me in the video. What was meant to be a harmless joke shook the internet. I never thought my post would go viral, and it was never my intention to mislead anyone." But what y'all think about this whole Bobby being a DL dude story? Do you buy it, or do you think it's all cap? Are the big record labels trying to bring him down because he wouldn't sign a deal, or is this just a silly joke that caught way more attention than it should? Let us know what you think all about in the comments section below. If you liked this video, make sure you definitely check out this next one. And as always, remember to keep it RIZZLE.